Hello to everybody, this is RMK, and today, or this afternoon, what's the time, it's 1 o'clock already, I'm going to put in the Clearwater lights, LED lights, onto the BM's existing LEDs. Remove all the side panel, the seats, so I can do all the wiring up, hopefully, and then put those guys in using their instruction manual, which I've had a good look at, and I had a good bit of help from 6th Gear Motorcycles. Thank you very much, mate, Grizz, for giving me some advice. Also, a guy from the States I spoke to on Twitter. So there's all my wiring, my tools, got some extra light, got the vape, have to vape. So we've got the vape, an extra rag. So let's start pulling this apart. Get the seat off. And to be careful, because every single time I do this, I rip the cable out for the heated seats. Yes, there are heated seats on the bike. And that didn't disconnect it. No, disconnect it from the top. And these are always a pain in the ass to... There you go. So I'll just reconnect that back up so we don't lose it. And it always pays to have a car nearby to put some of your stuff on. Yay! Another seat warmer. You've got to pinch these bastards to get them off. There we go. Okay, so that one's off. We will make sure we don't lose the screws. Making sure I put them in. Okay, so we'll leave that out at the moment, so nothing to do with that. I said leave you out. So first things first, before we do too much, is we're going to give that a clean, because I want to stick it on there next to the module, which is this unit here. There you go, just inside there. They call it a can opener. There you go. So it's going to sit directly there. Let's make sure it's nice and clean. So it'll stick without moving. So it'll stick there, plug in, and then come under through the tank. This is all going to come off. That's going to come off. That's going to come off. So I can get underneath. Okay, so you can see the LED currently there that is installed on the bike. And what I'm going to replace it with, these guys are supposed to be absolutely fantastic, absolute kick-ass. First panel out. So, this should be an interesting breakdown. Oh, and here's an important thing, don't lose your screws down the side of the motorcycle. You'll never find them again. Okay, it's released. Okay, came out pretty easily. Okay, I believe this is Okay. Okay, so now we're going to do is remove the existing LEDs. And of course, it was hard as all to get off. Oh no, it released. Okay, so what I've done so far, as you can see, I've removed the old one, the old LED. So that's come out, the old bracket, and that's the new one with the new bracket on it. That's the other way. And then we'll get our zip tie. Okay. Gotta get this wiring in and then up, which is going to be a fun part. Okay, so you can see I've got the wiring out from the actual LED. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting it to marry up somewhere. Light dropped out. I'm thinking of taking these two speakers out, and the reason I want to do that is because then when I get the two speakers out, that gives me more room underneath to actually join everything together. Okay, put that down there. Okay, it's good. So we just have to release the sides there, get that off, and get the old LED off. Release the screws on that side, wire it up until we get to about here. That's good. It's looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Anyway, situation report. Thanks Blackness Rides for that. As I say, plagiarism sometimes is a very flattering form. I've got all the airbox and tank covers off the bike, plus the seats. I've wired in the new LEDs inside the fairing, which was a bit of a pain in the ass. You can see this is where the wiring has come up to. So that's the left hand side. Right hand side is exactly the same. And there is the LED installed. And there's all the additional cases or covers I've taken off to shroud the engine and also shroud the airbox and the fuel tank. And there's the old LEDs that I've just taken off. So basically from here on in now, what I have to do is take these speakers off, which will then open up the entire rear end, the back end of the speedometer or the console and the satellite nav. Take those out, get all my wiring collated in this area, not collated, but put it on this area, zip tie it, and then run it. We can fly over the bike. We're going to run it down this side of the airbox, all the way down, underneath, and then wire into the battery, wire into the module, and we should be right to go. So let's see, I've been about 3 hours so far because I had to pull all this apart to get the wires up. It's not easy, but we got there. So that is the report thus far. Putting the new Clearwater LEDs. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Okay, so we've got the speakers off. As you can probably see, I'll just get some more light there. So the speakers are off. Now I've got to feed the right hand wiring across behind the instrumentation panel over this side, so I can get it all down the side. That's the next job. Okay, I'm just wiring up the relay, just on the ground. I've got to do the active and neutral next. And once I do that, as you can see, I've already run it along the box and taken the fuse out and when you put it to the battery. So it's fiddly because the wire that came from the right hand LED is a little bit too short. So it's pushed me right down behind the left hand headlight. So I've just got to get these next ones in, including the actives, which are there. I'll just take those out there now and get those together and we should be right to go, hopefully. Anyway, we'll keep on going.
Well, somebody told me that I would be a dreamer for life. Somebody told me I would never reach the other side. Well, you say moment